Hadiza Rima is in a last-minute rush to pack what she could of her belongings to leave the internally displaced persons camp in Muna, Maiduguri, the Borno state capital. The camp has been home to her and at least 11,000 families in the last 10 years, trying to flee Boko Haram fighters terrorizing Nigeria's northeast. But now, it is time for Yarima and others to return home as part of the state government's resettlement program. Yarima is reluctant to leave the camp, afraid of her village is still not safe to return. She said, "We truly love our town and wish to return. However, we are still facing significant issues with insecurity. As I speak, those who have returned to our village are on the run due to attacks from Boko Haram. We urge the government to ensure proper security for our town and villages before we can safely come back." Most of the IDPs here are from Mafa, Dikwa, and Marte. The state governor, Babagana Zulum, is at the camp to have it officially closed down.
About 4 years ago, we made an announcement that all IDP camps, formal IDP camps within Metropolitan Council will be closed. So far, so good, we have closed all, about 12 of them, remaining 2 informal camps. This camp initially was an informal camp, but you have seen the population. We will never eradicate insurgency without resettlement people, because people will go back to their homes so that they will earn their means of livelihood by themselves. There is increasing prostitution here, there is increasing child abuse here, gangsterism among others.
The presence of heavy armed military forces is assuring of the safety of the IDPs.
Assuring that, the socio-political dimension of the crisis is being addressed. It's not easy, but let me acknowledge the support that we are receiving from the federal government. The federal government is helping us very well. I want to commend the federal government and I want to commend the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for the support that we have been receiving so far from him that has complemented the efforts of the state government. We remain eternally grateful.
But despite huge military presence, some of the internally displaced persons, like Yerima, express fear about returning home following a surge in Boko Haram attacks.
The
government has announced plans to close down the camp, but honestly, we don't want to leave, because Boko Haram are still terrorizing people in our towns and villages. They prevent people from going to the farm, and just of a recent, the Boko Haram have attacked the people who have returned. Given this situation, we are reluctant to go back. For many observers, the move by the Borno state government to resettle the IDPs is noble. They, however, plead with the government to ensure that the issue of security is properly handled so that the lives of the people are not exposed to unnecessary risk. Sani Adamu, Arise News.